Hey everyone, welcome to JaB's EP. What does that stand for?
J.
And Bax's.
Pencil paper.
All right, Jay, what do we have in store for today's issue?
Today we're going to talk about rabbit holes.
Rabbit holes.
Yes.
I've got rabbits in my backyard.
Yes,
Talking
you
about
do.
those?
No. Have you ever been on YouTube and you start going down whatever recommendations and the last video you end up watching has nothing to do with the first video you watched?
Never in my life.
Whatever. He's a liar.
Yes, the algorithms, especially on our favorite platform, which is YouTube, are very, very good.
Yes, so today I'd like to talk about going down comic book rabbit holes.
All right.
In this case, having to do with signatures and we'll call it original art. It all started with this issue we have here. You know, I like my signatures.
Yes, you do.
I do collect signatures. I know there are purists out there that prefer their comic books as they are. Some of them even raw, not slabbed. Not me. I like them in both conditions. So it did start with this issue. Peach Momoko, one of my favorite artists. Being from Japan, her signature is very distinct. You know, it's not like a John Romita, which is beautiful and perfect. It's very distinct. So I started going through some of my signatures, and most are, you know, very Romita-like. You can tell who the artist is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mike Zeck, McFarlane.
Yep. Stanley, very
Stanley.
distinct. Yeah.
So I started looking for different artists and different signatures, and of course I went through a rabbit hole. I was on Whatnot, and I was watching Mike Mayhew. Great artist. If you don't have any of his covers or you're not familiar with his art, he's really one of the great ones. And on this issue, we'll post a close-up, but you can see that the signature, while you can tell the name, it's very distinct in the art. It's what he calls a dripping sig, and it blends really well with the art. You know, it's almost look like a symbiote type of thing.
Yeah, I really like that style of signature. It reminds me of a couple of issues that I have from Tyler Kirkham, which he did the very similar thing on a couple of TMNT issues. Kind of made it look oozy or bloody.
Right.
Very cool.
So, you know, you start going down rabbit hole, and then on that same show, he also had this signature, which now it's not just a signature, but it's almost art that goes with the cover, right? If you're not familiar with this issue, this is his variant for Something is Killing the Children number 30. And if you look at it or have a picture of it, which we'll show in the overlay here, it's all red. There's no lightning, but it's very distinct, very cool. And I just started getting fascinated with the different types of signatures that artists do nowadays. So
I'm a little jealous of that issue. I want that.
Well, you can't have this one.
That's such a cool issue. So great pickup on that. They're both great, but that Something is Killing the Children is next level.
It's next level, and you know that story, if you haven't read it up, we were very late to the game into Something's Killing the Children.
Yep.
But we're both big fans now. I can't wait for issues to come out now. They're captivating and really very different to what at least I was accustomed reading in comics.
Sure, yeah. It's a great horror genre. It's a great horror series. Erica Slaughter is a very cool.
She's my current, you know, new favorite hero, villainess, heroine, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah, I'd say she's probably a hero, right?
Yeah. I think she is.
Yeah.
Some would argue, but I would argue back with them.
Yeah. Argue with us. Let us know. Is she a hero, anti-hero, or villain?
That's right.
Or none.
Neither. And then, you know, of course, because Sometimes you have nothing to do and you're messing around in the web. Another one of my favorite artists, Ariel Diaz, was having a show on Whatnot, and she was doing live art and live signatures. So I picked this up. This is not a comic. This is an artist proof of an art book that she's doing.
Very cool.
And you could go in, you could buy the book, and then you could add on top of it a special signature and a remark. And she was doing it as people were talking in the chat, and she was telling us about some of her story, some of her inspiration. And I really, again, enjoy Carnage and Venom. They're two of my favorite Spidey villains. But the way that you could see them, just create something out of nothing is captivating. So just seeing her, some image that was in her mind, she put into paper was really, really interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then, of course, because it's original art, then we start moving into sketch covers. So I had to pick this up. Also on Whatnot from Magic Geeks. Check them out. Great guys in the Massachusetts area. This is a Michael Dooney sketch cover. So, you go, that's the rabbit hole. You start with a small sig that looks very artistic, very fancy, and you end up with a sketch cover by Michael Dooney for a TMNT issue.
That's the evolution.
It is like Pokemon.
Pika Pika.
He didn't say it right.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And then lastly, you go from pencil sketches to full-blown sketches. This is House of Slaughter by Ken Hasser. Forgive me if I'm butchering your last name. It's my understanding he works at Midtown Comics in New York. I don't think he does a lot of art, but this is House of Slaughter #1. And this was also a trade. So, hey, I went from 0 trades to 2 trades in a span of a handful of months. So, pretty stoked about that. Don't ask me what I traded for it, because I honestly don't remember.
Well, that's a good trade then, because at least it's not painful.
Yeah, it wasn't painful. They were repeat issues.
Okay.
I know one was a Fantastic Four and one was an ASM, but I honestly don't remember the issues, because again, Spidey being one of my favorites, sometimes I just pick him up if the price is right, even if I don't have him.
Yeah.
And now that I know that trades are possible and are out there, I'll definitely be picking up more repeats if the price is right. So, and then lastly, we end up with a sketch cover by Ali Garza of this Harley Quinn. He's also a great artist. He was at Granite City Comics, where I picked up that ASM 5, if you watched the last issue. And I got a great deal from Tim, so shout out to Tim. Thanks a lot.
Very cool. So you mentioned you've done 2 trades now. Do you have a strategy that you've been using to make these trades happen in a way that you feel like is fairly done and beneficial to both parties?
Really, I don't seek them. I hate buzzwords, but the 2 trades that I've done happen very organically.
Okay.
This one came from a Facebook group that I'm in, and it was local, obviously. He was looking for some books, and he wanted to trade this one, so I sent him a DM. I said, what are you looking for? He said, ASM, Fantastic Four. So I went into cover price, look at fair market value. It's really hard to gauge original art and put a price on it.
Yeah.
But we came to a price on what we thought was fair for this issue, and then I matched it with the comics that I gave him.
So similar to last time, use some of your existing collection to get you most of the way there, and then a little bit of cash on top.
This was actually straight up trade.
Oh, just straight up trade. Yep. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood you on that. Yeah.
Yep. So.
Okay.
Yeah, very organically, very, didn't force it. It's not like I'm out there looking for trades or that kind of thing. It happened, and I'm glad I had the experience from the ASM so that I, kind of knew what to expect and had some experience behind it. But yeah.
Great. Very cool. All right. Well, that's it for this issue. Let us know what rabbit holes you've gone down in the past. And if you're in one right now, let us know. We're curious. We want to know.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your comments and interact with the community. So let us know. Have you ever done some trades? What do you think about trades? I know that we talked about them in the last episode, but maybe you've done some since. And what do you think about original art? It's like some of the signatures. Like I said, some people like it, some people don't. But it's out there. It's collectible and it's desirable. So let us know.
And in the meantime, I'm going to be thinking about what I can trade you for that Something is Killing the Children.
Or you can go to Mike Mayhew's Whatnot and get it from him.
I could do that too. All right. Well, until next time, keep flipping those pages.
And we'll see you on the next issue.
Take care. Hey everyone, welcome to JaB's EP. What does that stand for?
Oh, sorry.